what is the best thing a guy can do on a first date that would just like wow you? Like, man, this guy's something else.
The best thing, to be honest, I'm very traditional too, right? So opening doors, getting flowers, I love that. Like, honestly, my ex, that was the first time they had ever done that to me. And I was like, wow, like, there's still men out there like that. I'm like, wow. So just those type of traditional things is the best thing ever that they could do.
Wow, just opening the door.
Yeah, opening the doors.
I got to tell another story. One of the first dates I went out on, I was raised to open the door. And when I picked somebody up, I went to her house and I knocked on the door. She goes, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm here to pick you up." And she goes, "You didn't text me?" And I'm like, "No, I'm here." She goes, "Oh my God, this is like prom." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" She's like, "No, oh my God, let's go." And I opened the door for her. She's like, "Oh, I can't believe this. No one's opened the door for me ever." I'm like, it blew my mind. Because again, these are standard things that I was raised with to do on a date. And she had never experienced that. So again, you just brought up a memory out of Hunter that I'll never forget that. She was just blown away. And I'm like, this is it. This is all I got to do.
It's different. So it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what happened between my age and the new ages. I don't know what the hell happened, but okay, let's continue. What's the best thing a guy can do?
Okay, best thing a guy could do. I feel like the same thing she said. Like, I love a gentleman. I had dated a guy, kind of recent last year. He was the same way, opening doors, standing outside the car, serving me. We would go to a restaurant and he would like lay out my plate for me and serve me because we went to like a family style. So I thought that was on our first date too. I thought that was nice. Of course, like the pulling out the chair. I think just overall, even like little rules, like the sidewalk rule, just him, positioning me. I mean, stuff like that makes the biggest difference, but a lot of guys just don't think to do it. And this one might be controversial, but I do like the guy to pay for me on the first date. I will always offer though. I always offer, and it's kind of like a little test for me. So I will always suggest like, hey, I got it. No worries. And sometimes I'll have guys that are like, you got it? Okay. Like you got money and they'll let me pay. And that to me, I mean, it's more so just like, I want to know, like, you're going to take, even if you just offer back and say, no, I got it. That to me is just a green flag already. So I don't know why. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
It's not controversial. I think that's just old school common sense. If the man asks you out, the man picks you up and the guy pays. That's just me. And as you go on and date some more, if she says, hey, I'll get the movie ticket, you get the popcorn. Hey, that's fine. Yeah. But if I'm asking you out, I am paying for your evening, even if it doesn't work out. But what would you say to this? Because there's some women that say, if I know deep down I don't like him, I'm going to insist on paying because I don't want him to pay and I feel obligated.
Like karma.
Yeah.
I don't want to use someone intentionally, knowing I don't like
exactly.
You want to be respectful about it.
Yeah. Do y'all agree with that? Like if you don't feel anything that you pay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would always offer. I feel like
no.
I wouldn't. Sorry.
Okay,
if you invite it, you pay. Like that's it. That's
I'm sorry, Daisy.
No, I was just gonna say my toxic trait is the way my brain works is you should treat like how would you want your daughter to be treated? That's like the way I don't know. That's the way my parents raised me. And I have a daughter and then the way her dad was with me, the way he is with her, it's like, how would you want your daughter to be treated? Is this how you want a man? You want to, Yeah. So I struggle with that. And I've had to tell a guy or two that, and some of them are understanding. Some of them are just like, So, I mean, there's no wrong answer, right? So if there is someone that's just not into that, then that means that there's someone that is. So
yeah. And I think to me as a guy, I think if this is just my opinion, if you aren't attracted to him and you're just like, I thought we had something, I would say pay. That's a nice thing to do. But I have known a lot of women who are drop dead gorgeous and were just hungry, and they just went on the app and looked at the guy who gave them the most attention. And you know what? I'm gonna have him take me to a steakhouse, a Brazilian steakhouse. It's free food. And that's, I knew. So guys, there are women like that out there. So be careful with that. Not everybody's innocent. So be careful with that. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting old school guys pay. That's just me.
Yeah.
Where do we leave off? We're talking about the best thing he can do. Daisy, did you give an answer? I'm sorry.
Did I on the best thing?
Yeah, what can you do to just like wow you? Like, I like this guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. For me, it would be communication, genuinely having an engaging conversation, tying back to asking me damn questions. I cannot be the only one asking questions. Listen and follow up questions. That's honestly what it comes down to. I'd like to think I've gotten a little bit good about filtering out because the only way I meet anybody is on the dating app. I hang out with my friends. I'm a mom. If I'm going to meet someone, it's going to be on a dating app at this point. Yeah. Right. So I like to think with conversations, how they go on there, I'm pretty good about gauging, okay, what's actually going to come out of the dating app and actually in person meeting and whatnot. So when it gets to that point, it's good. I've gotten better about just knowing, okay, for the most part, it's either going to go good or it's not. And I just need good communication, someone that can actually hold a conversation. I'm naturally extroverted. Yep. I don't mind introverted people. A few of my best friends, my little sister, most introverted people I know, but they are the best people. We get along great, so that's going to be the main thing, is genuinely engaging in conversation, asking questions, follow-up questions, to truly want to get to know a person, and not just like the superficial questions, like, who's your role model and why, I don't know. Like the deep questions. And one of my best friends is kind of like I need to stop with like the intense questions on day one, but I don't know. I'm dating with intention. I'm in no rush, but I'm curious. I want to know.
Yeah. That's the fun part when you're dating. You get to know each other, ask those questions. I always ask, like, what's your favorite movie and why? Because I'm a movie guy. Obviously, all the movies are back here. So that's what I did. Anyway, and you know what? Guys tell me about the struggles with dating all the time and how they can't find dates. And I'm asking women here, genuine women, that what can guys do to wow you? And honestly, you're not asking for anything outside of the norm. It's nothing outside the box or anything that requires, need I say, effort. It's just general common decency, how to have a conversation, open a door, just be interesting, be well-mannered. That's it's not a lot.
Or don't have any expectations. Like, just genuinely go and like meet somebody. Like, why do you have to like go to a date with the intentions like, oh, I want to take her home, or I really like her. Like, you're over obsessive. If there's certain personalities. And not everyone is, like I said, not everyone is on the same path as you. And maybe they're not ready, or maybe they're too like introverted. Like Alejandra was saying about her one date. Like, find people within your
antisocial.
Find people within
I cheated on my ex-girlfriend, by the way. Like,
that was bad.
That's horrible. Yeah, just genuine things like that. And yeah, I do agree. That's a great point, Natalia, that like when I was dating, I didn't think this was going to be my future girlfriend or my future wife, or we're going to hook up. I just let the night casually have fun. And wherever the night took us is where we ended up with. But I didn't put any pressure on women. And that's the best approach. If you go in with expectations, you're going to obviously end the evening disappointed, or maybe put too much pressure on yourself and you're not yourself. You're kind of nervous. And one thing for sure, I know women, if a guy's nervous, you guys can tell. And it kind of makes the whole situation awkward and everything. It's like at school or in a meeting, someone's presenting in a meeting and they're nervous. Everyone can tell. It's like,
They did a little chuckle. I'm just like, what's funny?
Yeah, and then it makes me nervous.
And then everybody's nervous. It's like contagious, right? It's like, oh my God.